Now, let's start with the front of the car, shall we? The BMW Mini SE. Now, as always, with the electric car, you don't have a front grille. It's replaced by this plastic, which is kind of growing on me. I'm kind of starting to like it more and more and more. I'm not saying that I'll ever miss the petrol cars. I won't miss the petrol cars. They have a special place in every petrol head's heart. But saying that, this is quite cool. Obviously, the scoop is fake, just for show. So obviously, with petrol, it'd be taken in there to keep the engine cool. However, you don't need that when there's an electric motor. Now, coming down to the side, we got these side flares, which are actually real, believe it or not. These coming through here. Oh, it's starting to rain again. How nice. Anyways, without the rain, you get the yellow Cupid. You get the yellow S badge, meaning it's electric, which is also quite prominent on the rims. Coming back a bit, we got the windscreen mirrors, which are just like your side mirrors, which are just your normal mini shape. Got a sunroof, which I'm not going to be deploying today with this weather. And in the back of it, which I'll show you later on, it's quite sporty and quite hatchy, like any old Mini Cooper. Now, starting with the side profile, where this is just basically what it is. The side profile is the side of the car. The mini hatch is pretty short in profile. It's a small car. It's a fun little thing. It's electric, obviously. So you get this has been a Cooper S, but obviously it's electric. It has a yellow badge here, yellow accent on the S and along the wheels and around the entire car. And these are running on Goodyear tires. Don't know much. And the regen braking, which I'll demonstrate later on in a small road test I do, in the road test segment. The windmills are your usual circular shapes that you get on all minis. With that light wheels back in 2007, 2008 miles in the UK. The side profile, talking about that. This being electric, you don't get a petrol filler cap. You need petrol filler caps in these days and age in 2023. You get an electric charging socket as well to charge up your car. So yes, this also talking of recharge. This can also go from 10% battery, which means it's pretty low, to 80% full. That means 80% charged, in around the region of 50, of the range of about 50 minutes, I believe. Obviously, it has to do with many factors such as weather, car, charging station, how you drive, charging, preheating or conditioning, the charger, speed. There's lots of different factors, so it's going to be separate. It's going to be a bit different for each car. So with the Resolute edition, you get the little lines on top, the go faster stripes, I like to call them. The joke is it makes you go fast. It doesn't. It's just F show. That's really cool. Now talking about the rear profile of this car, the Mini Cooper SE. Yeah, I say SE. So this is an electric. This being an electric car. Obviously, get your accents like I said. And the Mini Cooper E rear profile is just like any other Mini Cooper. You get the Union Jack headlights. Yes, I do like them. I'm also English. I'm also from the UK, so that's quite cool. And obviously, it's just like any other Mini. I mean, apart from the registration plates here in Victoria, Australia, you get a blue triangle to me, which means it's electric. It's blue for electric, green for LPG, I think it is. I think I don't know what I think it's light blue for hybrids. I don't know. You have to look it up. Get a black mini badge, obviously with it being a Cooper. Get black out mini badge. And then you notice that there's no what's the word exhaust pipes, just because it's electric, and the electric cars don't need a good exhaust pipe because it's an internal motor. Let's talk about the interior of the Mini Cooper SE. So starting up. Now, I don't particularly like that sound. I think it's unnecessary, but each to their own. I personally don't like it, but I was taking my friend for a drive. My friend did. Anyway, enough of the startup sound. This is an in-car review, not a Mini Cooper SE sound review. Okay, now starting off with this, the Mini Cooper SE electrics. infotainment system. Now the infotainment system is pretty responsive. It's like it's pretty new. It's go up, go out. It's pretty responsive. It is controlled by the iDrive system, so I literally just go here. It's like the iDrive system in the BMW, but similar. It's just similar. It's not. And it just literally twizzle it, and it's also quite touchscreen. So if I want route dials, I could go there and say, look, it's pretty responsive. It's pretty easy to use. It's got nice twizzly heater things, which to me are quite a big thing. It's not. I'm not batting around and pressing red things everywhere. Coming to here, I actually didn't know how to open this up. You actually have to go like that to open it up. I'm going to do it now. It's raining. It's not raining cats and dogs. It is near. I got the heater on, and I'm just running on about 75% battery. I'm doing a bit of a test drive yesterday. Coming down here, we got the gear lever, which is quite cool. So you just simply go. You press and hold this. You must press this when you move it at all times. So you press that in. Say I want to go to neutral. Say I want to go to reverse, forwards, which then brings up the reverse camera and the reverse parking sensors. These two combined are bloody helpful. It is really good. So I use this with someone I know. So with me, we've having to reverse and drive up a really difficult driveway where I live. These two together are an absolute lifesaver. These telling me how close I am to an object is an absolute lifesaver. This is just seeing where I will be going in an absolute lifesaver in itself. It's both pretty good. And also this, when it changes colour when I get close to something, when I'm looking at my mirrors and when I'm just checking the things around me, this is a lifesaver. I can see out the corner of my eye when I'm looking to the side to see if there's anything nearby, and when I'm looking over that side, and then when I can look back here. It's just all this. When I'm looking at this, I can see it in my peripheral vision. You can't see it on the camera, but we can see it in here. The interior of this Mini Cooper SE is pretty good. It's all leather, all nice, soft, squishy leather. Really nice, high quality stuff. That's nice, all shiny. Good sound system, and the heaters work an absolute treat. Yes, the heaters do work very well. And yes, I do like heaters. This doesn't have any, from the looks of it, this doesn't have, oh yes it does. This has heated seats, I've just found out. So I can have 3 sections, 1, 2, 3 seat heaters. You can turn the max aircon on, which I'm not going to do, but it's freezing cold outside. It is 14.5, so I'm not going to be doing that at the time of recording. And that pretty much brings me to the end of the infotainment system review, 7 Jim's car review, Mini Cooper SE. Now this is the Mini Cooper SE's back seats. We've got a door bin, also known as rear door cup holders. You got not much room to sit in the back, so really it's just a 2+2. But I'll say in the back of Minis, and they are deceivingly spacious in the back. They don't look spacious, but they are. Obviously, this is a 2-door hatch, so you have to open it through the back, and you have to release the front seat to push it forwards. There's a one drawback to any Mini Cooper, is that you have to do it. So a sunroof, which if it was nice, I would be opening it up, but it's not nice. I'm going to keep that nice and firmly closed. Got good vision out the front, and you sit this is from me, this is what I see. You sit quite far back. Mirrors are pretty small and pretty circular, so they're pretty good as well. And the rear view mirror is quite deceiving, because you think it's close, but actually you've got to look at it in a really long way. I'm actually got my arms outstretched for that. And that is really the interior. It's got lots of space for me to sit. I can practically drive it with one pedal. And that concludes the infotainment and interior section of my car review. Now let's talk about let's do the on-road test. Now this is my favourite part. I'm sure this is everyone's favourite part, seeing what it actually like to drive this car. And as you can see before I even get started, just how far away you are. It's just a perspective of just how spacious it is in here. It's really quite big. Even though it's a small car, you sit really far back and it's really spacious. Enough of me waffling on about how spacious it is, that it is really quite good, and the fact that you sit quite like sport airsick and kind of sit like this. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's get on to the car in the road test section. No. Right. So starting off, what's it like to drive this electric Mini? Well, in the rain, it's pretty good. It's really smooth. It's really quiet. It's really easy to drive. First impressions, it's really nice and smooth. I can tell the only noise that is, the only thing that's making noise is one of my boxes knocking about. The nice day of filming at the beach, it's really not. It's an absolutely awful day. It's another day in the UK. Come on out. Oh. Oh, that's fine. Go down here. Now, I like to start this road test section on some narrow roads, as this gives you the best impression of what a car is like to drive in and around cities, and because it's cool. So let's start. Firstly, let's start with what is it like to drive in small, narrow areas. I've got a perfect place to demonstrate it here. So we're now coming on to Balmore Avenue, which is part of my low speed and narrow street testing. My testing specifically also done as a local area where I film these reviews. So what's it like to drive on narrow sections? It's really quite easy. It's small, so it's a mini, so you can just fling it anywhere and it'll come out the other side. It's brilliant. That's why I love minis. That's why I've always loved minis. Always loved the modern minis. Not being such a fan on the smaller ones, but I have been a fan of these. I really like the keepers. What I don't like and what I'm not a fan of is the weather that I'm having to film this review in. It's atrocious, it is. I can go up here? Yes, I can go up here. The weather I'm having to film this review in is atrocious, but I'm not doing whatever it is. So the car. Stop. That's also known. If you drive Japanese cars and you transfer to European, you get it wrong. You get sparkle surprise mirrors, or surprise windscreen wipers. No, that's far too fast. You might want to have a look, buddy. You might want to look before you go. That's the narrow section. Now it's time for low speed roads. Now this part of the road test indicates what's it like to drive on low speed roads. So I'm gonna demonstrate by driving on some lower speed roads here. So it's passed. In my eyes, it has passed the narrow roads test. Now we're going to go on to the lower speed roads. And this indicates what it's like to drive on low speed roads. And this is the reason why I like filming my film. It's quiet, so no one's in the way. I've got good variation of roads, so I can test this car, which I'm about to do. I'm going to test it on medium, low, medium, high. So that's low. So we're coming up to the end of the low speed test, which is really quite good. Don't hear much wind noise. Coming up to the low speed roads. Low speed road. What's it like to drive on low speed roads? Really quite good. We're going down Tulip Street. So this is really good. I'm actually going to show you what it's. Oh, it might actually work well wasn't here. What it like to drive around parking lots? Not the one where I filmed, but here. A sports centre. Get it down here. Got to speed up. Regen braking. That's another thing I'm going to talk about in this car review. It's the regen braking ability. It's up here. What's it like to park or drive around a parking lot? Go up here. This might also be a good place. Yeah, this is going to be a good place to test the tone cycle for Ford Focus RS. You know, this Ford Focus RS we got in Mini Cooper 8. One of the funniest keys I'm downright awesome electric cars. Small size, compact size electric vehicles. Just use the parking sensors. As you hear, that's my parking sensors being very useful. That is probably the most useful feature of the Why are you rolling? Don't roll your stupid car. I need to put it in park. Oh, neutral park. I don't park. Don't do that, right? Promise. This time I had to use 2 pedals to go to this. Yes, you've heard me right. I had to use 2 pedals in an electric car. I like that. Neutral park. But please, nice, please, to park. And that concludes So that's past the parking in the car park space. Very easy to park. Oh, it's just an automotive YouTuber doing this. Small automotive YouTuber doing this. Now so here's some acceleration for you. It's really quite. Now the acceleration. If I can even start talking about the cars, so the acceleration on this Mini Cooper SE is really quite savage, really cool. Like being an electric car, and I've checked the thingy database, the P-plate database, and this you actually have to drive this car, which makes no sense. Because if this was petrol version of this car, there'd be no doubt I wouldn't be like. There'd be no doubt if this was petrol that you wouldn't be able to drive it. But okay, let's turn up here. I'll wait on you. As I was saying, finally, Mr. Turn off back there. This car is actually being electric means I can drive this car. Electric cars, well, most of them can actually drive on your P plates, which, in my eyes, make no sense. Reason being, I don't know why they allow most people to drive electric cars. I guess it might be to do with them trying to transfer people from petrol to electric. I was going to say electric to petrol. That's not right. Petrol to electric cars, which would make sense. And if it was trying to transfer people from petrol to electric cars, that would make a lot of sense. Than allowing people to drive more electric cars. And also, I'm guessing it's power to weight ratio, even though this spins absolutely rapid in the straight line and rapid in the corners. And yes, obviously. Oh, watch out, hazard. Also known as water. Plastic thing. Water and electricity do not mix. Yes, I know that's an old, probably quite an old joke for electric cars now, but it's true. I'm now going to part this up, and I'm going to talk you through my final thoughts of the Mini Cooper SE. I've now stopped the connecting and park and everything. So, with that sorted, let's finally finish this review off. Let's finally finish this review off by doing Jim's car reviews at Blink between 0 to 40, which is my little trademark test that I do of cars. Once I get going on making money, that's my little signature that I do of cars. Jimmy's 0 to 40, and also I'm going to do my obligatory and my compulsory turning circle test, which is why I take it down somewhere, and I also do it, and I do what's it called? No, stop. While I do a turning circle test, basically what I do is I take it down somewhere, down there, literally 15 minutes across the road. I just do a turning circle and see what it's like as a turning circle. Came out here in the dark yesterday. We tried recording the car review. Didn't quite work. And I wonder why that would be. Trying to do a car review in the dark. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Trying to film a car review in the dark. Oh my god. Maybe because it's dark. That was a smart idea of me and my friend. We both love cars. Obviously, I'm not gonna forget petrol car. But we are kind of moving to electric cars, so we need to review more electrics. Now, like I said earlier on, if you have any particular car brand you'd like me to review or have a look at, and review for you, please let me know. Now we're coming up to the turning circle test. This test is here. I taught you through how good the turning circle is of the car. I choose a specific sort of type, and if I make it run in one go, it means it's not a really good turning circle. Let's test this out. Can I get around in one go? No. That's a very good turning circle. 10 out of 10 turning circle here. Got around that my turning circle test circle in one move. That's the first car that has ever done that. That's awesome. That's a really good electric car. That's a really good turning circle on any car. Now for my final test, I might also have to plug this in, which I might actually talk about at home, plugging the car in. It's the first time on ever a car like this. An electric car, I might have. Let's go. So I don't take onto the busy roads. Oh, okay, so we're good to go. And this is why I take on these roads, so they're quiet and they're small. So Jimmy's not obligatory, not to 40. Go up here, turn around and come back, not to 40. Equipped. Not a not to 60, a not to 40. I was speed at 50 here, but I only do not to 40 done it. I mean, it's a good test to do. I mean, it's not really a not 60, but a not 40 is my version. It's slow, it's easy, really slow, and it also demonstrates pulling out. Need to indicate. As you can probably hear, it is absolutely chucking it down with rain here in Australia. Yes, I know Australia is supposed to be sunny. I am well aware of that, being British myself. So let's talk acceleration. What it like? What does it feel like? Well, it means not 40 test. It's savage. Oh look, so see how savage it is. And see how savage it is to move the camera, bloody camera. Thank you, car. Thanks for being difficult on me. Thanks for letting me drive you on my road test. And that stop. And that concludes the road test segment of Jim's car reviews. Right, let's try and swing here. Now that concludes the Jim's car review of the Mini Cooper SE. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get something out of these reviews. And whether you learn something or whether it helps you buy a car or if it's helping you decide if you want to buy the car or not.